Have you ever seen a puma attacking a bear that had entered its territory? How about a mother bear risking her life to protect her cub from a tiger? Or a bear fighting off more than 10 wolves to defend its prey? Have you ever witnessed a bear engaging in a fierce battle with a massive bison? Well, you've come to the right place. Make sure to watch until the end, because in today's video, we have compiled the most incredible bear attacks caught on camera for you. Before starting the video, you can support us by liking and subscribing for more videos like this. Let's get started. Puma. In this footage, we see a puma observing a black bear that has entered its territory. The puma seems quite disturbed as it starts running towards the bear to attack it. Upon seeing this, the bear quickly climbs up a tree in an attempt to escape. Just when it thinks it has escaped, the tree's bark can't withstand the bear's weight and breaks off. The bear is now on the ground, facing the puma without any chance to flee. Both sides attack each other with all their might, and the fight remains evenly matched. This intense battle continues for a long time under scorching heat. The bear narrowly avoids defeat several times when the puma gets the upper hand and pins it down. However, the bear manages to slip away somehow. Towards the end of the fight, both sustain significant injuries and finally declare a truce. It serves as a valuable lesson for the puma, which had challenged the bear's dominance. Tiger. Here, we witness a mother bear fighting a tiger to protect her cub. The cub hides behind its mother. The reason it is merely watching is that it is too weak to challenge the tiger. The struggle between the two formidable predators seems endless. Neither side intends to give up. This battle, taking place under the scorching sun, continues for a long time. The bear comes close to losing several times as the tiger overpowers and locks her down. However, miraculously, she manages to slip away. Towards the end of the fight, both sustain significant injuries and finally agree to a ceasefire. This is the heart of a mother. She protects her cub at all costs. Walrus. Here we see a hungry polar bear searching for something to eat. The bear is so desperate that it gathers the courage to approach a group of walruses. This is actually a dangerous move because even a single walrus can significantly injure the bear with its magical tusks. However, the walruses seem unaware of this fact. Despite outnumbering the bear, they are afraid when the bear gets close to them and tries to save themselves by diving into the water. The polar bear chooses one walrus and attempts to bite it. It tries for a while but fails. The walrus is too large for the bear to pull out. Then it moves on to another walrus, which is about to dive into the sea. The bear is cautious of the defending walrus's tusks. Just as it is about to succeed, the walrus plunges into the water, leaving the bear empty-handed once again. Seal. In this video, we see a hungry polar bear searching for something to eat, roaming around. The bear relies on its strong sense of smell and manages to find something. There is a sunbathing seal under the sun. The bear sets its sights on the seal and starts swimming towards it. When it gets closer to the seal, it surprises it. The startled seal jumps into the water in a panic. The bear immediately jumps after it. The outcome is clear and straightforward. The bear satisfies its days of hunger, and the seal loses its life. Wild boar. In these footage, we witness how a bear catches a wild boar from behind. The boar does its best to escape from the bear, but in vain. Once the bear gets a grip on the boar, it starts ruthlessly biting its back. But the struggle is not over yet. The boar continues to search for ways to get rid of the bear. However, eventually, it gets tired and can no longer stand. This makes it easier for the bear to overpower the boar. Finally, the wild boar gives up, and the bear satisfies its hunger. In these footage, we see a herd of wild boars fleeing desperately. The reason is that they are being chased by a bear. The bear manages to catch one of the boars. Apart from screaming for help, the young boar can't do much. There's no one left there, including its mother, who could help it. Deer. Here we see a few deer grazing in a grassy area. Shortly after, a mother bear and her cub enter the frame. It's clear that they are approaching the deer. As soon as the deer notice the bear's presence, they start running for their lives. The bears are right behind them. When the mother bear closes the distance enough, she breaks into a sprint. Although the deer are quite agile, the bears are not inferior to them in any way. Is it really impressive for creatures of such size to run so fast? They run like this for a while until one of the deer trips on a stone due to excitement. The deer falls. And that's when the bear catches it. The deer's fate is sealed. Caribou. Here we see a caribou swimming in the middle of a large river. In the distance, there's a brown bear that notices the caribou and starts running towards it. The bear sniffs and locates the caribou even though it is far away. Its sense of smell is quite developed. Even though the caribou is far from the bear keeps running. Meanwhile, the caribou is not standing still, it's running too. The bear enters the river. It starts getting closer to the caribou. Panicked by the bear's approach, the caribou goes back into the water. The bear doesn't pay much attention to this move, it immediately turns around and continues chasing the caribou. The bear must be very hungry because it runs faster than the caribou and quickly closes the distance. Finally, the bear succeeds in catching its prey. After catching it, it drags it to the shore and eats it with relish. Bear. Yes, you heard it right. We've come to a bear versus bear fight. Let's take a look at these two brown bears competing with each other to become the alpha. The one who wins the fight will have the right to mate with the females. The two wrestlers we see embrace each other, bite, and deliver paw strikes. The fight is quite balanced because the size and weight of the two bears are very close. The bear that wins this fight will be able to continue its bloodline. Considering that this is crucial for a bear in the wild, we can say that bears are fighting for their lives. But since they can't overcome each other, they eventually declare a truce and return home. Wolf. In these recorded footage from a national park, we see a brown bear enjoying its lunch peacefully. However, soon after, a few hungry wolves approach the bear and ask for their share of the meal. The bear, of course, gets very angry. It has no intention of sharing its food. Therefore, it attacks one of them. A few minutes pass, and the bear continues to struggle against the wolves. But every passing minute results in the bear being surrounded by more and more wolves. Despite being surrounded by more than 10 wolves, the bear doesn't back down and tries its best to protect its food. The wolves attempt to attack the bear from different angles, but it doesn't work well. The wolves are also afraid of the bear. Yes, the wolves may have the numerical advantage, but if the bear manages to catch one of them, the others won't have time to react, and the bear will overcome the situation. They seem to be aware of that. After a while, the wolves start losing hope and disperse in search of other food. Bison. Once again, we are here with footage recorded by cameras in a national park. This time, we witness a bear fighting a massive bison. The bear seemed to be running to evade the bison's attack, but eventually managed to catch up with it from behind. It started ruthlessly biting the bison's back. The bison tried to escape, but the bear had a firm grip on it and didn't seem willing to let go. The two large animals continued to fight until the bison threw itself into the water. Eventually, the exhausted bison gave up, and the bear secured enough food for its entire family. Tibetan Mastiffs. In this footage captured in the mountains, we see a bear being attacked by 3 Tibetan Mastiffs. The bear appears quite frightened, as these 3 dogs are almost as big as itself. In fact, the bear even falls back while retreating. However, the 3 dogs still can't overpower the bear. The bear occasionally turns back and attacks one of the dogs while trying to escape. It becomes evident that even the Tibetan Mastiffs fear the bear when it makes its move. Finally, the bear seizes an opportunity and successfully escapes from the 3 dogs. Mountain goats. In this video, we see a group of mountain goats grazing in a mountainous area. Suddenly, a grizzly bear rushes toward them. By the time the goats notice the bear approaching, it is already quite close to them. The goats immediately start running downhill. Looks difficult, doesn't it? It's actually very easy for them. The bear also tries to do the same, but it's not as agile as the mountain goats, so it falls far behind. Unable to catch the goats, the bear soon climbs back up. This time, it starts chasing the remaining goats. The goats start descending the mountain again. The bear doesn't even bother to follow them. It has learned its lesson. In the end, it returns home empty-handed and hungry. Dog. In these footage captured by a home security camera at night, it is possible to hear the dog barking. The reason for the dog's barking is that it has seen something in the dark. As the thing it saw in the dark approaches, it becomes quite clear that it is a large bear. Surprisingly, even though this dog is not tied by its owner, it does not run away upon seeing the bear. The bear is getting closer and closer to the dog. The dog continues to bark, but it definitely does not take a step back. It is a tense situation. Because we don't even want to think about what would happen if the bear were to ruthlessly attack the dog. The dog doesn't move an inch from its place. It doesn't care about how the situation will end. It will protect its family. Fortunately, the bear seems too lazy to fight and leaves the dog alone. Now we have reached the end of another one of our videos. Write your thoughts about this topic in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with all your friends.